first and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, come on. Panther 50, Panthers, go.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. That's going to be caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Looking to put a drive together. A man who was a collegiate standout nearby in Austin, it's Bijan Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now Pennett's going to hold on to it. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bowers. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, 70 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a bout of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Penix. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw, Penix. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 46. Robinson up the middle. 20. 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Spinning away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored one.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 89 yards rushing now as he's looked good here in this opening quarter of the NFC Championship. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Now he's into the clear again. He may go. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember last drive, they've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, that was one that I kind of saw coming, Charge. A free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
They'll throw with Penix. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
A gain of 14. First down, Atlanta.
Handoff now to Robinson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's complete to Mooney. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Here's Milton now to throw. That is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Milton. Can't get away, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Anger is on the punt, and he gets this one away. To return is Roberts. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right? You would. And this is caught inside the 15. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. They'll run with Robinson. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Milton. And quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing is Milton. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of room.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. They'll try to run forward blue. Past the 20. 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue for their 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now Penix. And a dump off here to Robinson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage too good there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To the air, Penix. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Our first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Falcons.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9. Robinson with another carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 190 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Option play, here's Robinson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Penix working out of the gun here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
This is taken at about the 14. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Here's Milton. He'll swing this out to Blue. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. To throw, it's Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw is Milton. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 156 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to Blue. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
And not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
They'll run again here with Robinson. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Completes this one to Pickens. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And the Falcons first down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now in Arlington. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
They go with Blue between the tackles. They will avoid him at the 40. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 173 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Left side to Lamb. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
18 rattling, 18 rattling.
At the Falcons,
Let's go now.
36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Milton. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, they run with Blue. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 6-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Milton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a tough spot for this defense, because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Operating from the gun, Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. That gain on third down, good for 28. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Here's Penix. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to if a good golfer can check one up.
Now second and 4. Looking to throw. Milton. That's complete to Lamb. Now inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Xavier Watts. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.